Hello, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, really supporting the channel and hitting that thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I have a message. We're doing a general tarot reading. Someone's messaging, they said, Lisa, can you please do a reading on on being stuck, feeling invisible and depression? So we're going to try and talk about this spiritually, and we'll get some tarot, but we're going to talk as a collective energy first, okay? And then we're going to just pull some cards, and what needs to come out will come out. I usually end up, finishing a video going, I should have said that and I should have said that as well. But let's look at this word stuck first of all. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is like everything going against me, or all people, places, situations, or you going against the grain, or it's an energy that you feel is going against you. So first of all, let's just start by clearing the energy. And Spirit wants you to do as much healing as you can. And that healing is now being forced on people. Some people have free will in it, or it's being forced for us to evolve and shift. So a lot of the planetary action has been hitting you, making you feel worse and worse and worse to bring up emotion. And sometimes that becomes too painful and we really shut it down and block it. And other time, and it all feeling is in the subconscious. So the conscious mind knows where you are, what you're doing, what has happened. The subconscious mind only knows how you feel, and you lock that in somewhere, probably in your childhood, most likely. Doesn't have to be, it could be a trauma. Locks it in your subconscious. So every time you feel that feeling, it throws you into, this is how we survive, this is how we stay safe. So let's pretend your staying safe is to shut down, shut off, disconnect, whatever, reject, abandon, whatever, yourself or others to do that to you. Let's pretend that's how you stay safe in your subconscious. That's what it will do, and that's the energy it will emanate. And when you do work on people with issues such as this, healing, subconscious work, healing, you do have to go in and debunk the feelings around the belief systems, and it is the only way you can shift it. When the penny drops and you get to the bottom belief, but it is like taking off their safety jacket, their survival mechanism. So there's a lot of resistance in it. So don't be hard on yourself. There is a lot of resistance when we're dealing with fear, trauma, depressions, anxieties. That is the body in overload. That is the body shutting down, disconnecting, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Everybody's different, to stay safe. Okay, so we need to look at your bottom beliefs around, safety, security, survival. All right. Now, it's so funny because I only saw this yesterday, and it was like a bit of a meme, and it said, and I just want to say this before I start. It said, you are not lazy, unmotivated, or stuck. After years of living your life in survival mode, you're exhausted. There's a difference, which we can look at things. So we have to look at our traumas. We have to, and they're going to proper therapists, or, people that do subconscious programming, deep healing. The other thing is, sometimes you are exhausted, in the hopelessness, the helplessness. We can't see a way out. We can't see a light at the end of the tunnel. And then once we're in stuck energy and we feel stuck, we've all been in it, I've been in it, I get in it. Here's what I want you to say. I want you to say the universe is resolving this issue right now. And if it's an issue, like a bad issue, dissolving it and resolving this issue right now. And I want you to say that every single day. Whether you're feeling down or something bad is happening, I want you to say, I call upon the universe to dissolve this bad issue and resolve it immediately in the highest and best way, keeping me safe for the good of all. And I just want that as your daily mantra until it's just embedded in your subconscious and it just happens without you even thinking about it. That's just going to help, just a little quick tool. Now, secondly, let's get a little bit more depression. I'm not going to go into that because, I'm not here to give medical advice. I'm not a trained, medical person. So I can only give you spiritual insight or guidance. And it may apply and it may not apply, so you have to actually discern. I need you, they need you, spirit needs you need you, your higher self needs you to get up and find what feeds your soul. It's as simple as going for a walk in the bush, sitting on the beach, connecting, grounding, getting your shoes off, connect, ground, earth. Get around good energy. Go and lie in the sun, in the backyard, on the grass. Whatever you can do. Shift yourself away from anything that is not, nurturing, feeding your soul. Okay? Because generally I feel, when we're down like that, nothing is feeding our soul. You need soul food. Others, it's too much giving. So we can't generalize in this reading. Do you get what I'm saying? Everybody is different. It could be a health issue, your diet, and some people say, I've done all that. Well, then it's a deep spiritual subconscious belief. Now, here's another thing I'm going to say, and this is not being harsh, because trust me, we've all been stuck. Now, some people are stuck because of money, in a partnership for some reason, no job, no money, got bills to pay, got commitments, whatever. There's hundreds of reasons why we can stuck. That's why we can't kind of generalize here. We have to generalize, sorry. You are never stuck. If you see yourself stuck or you feel stuck, you need to get out of that vibration straight away. I am free. I am free. I am free from this issue. I am free from this issue. I am free from financial lack. And I want you to say it until you feel it. It's not about saying it. I need you to feel it. And I need you to reconnect to yourself. No one's ever stuck. And I can speak from personal experience and also friends and clients and whatever. Here's a couple of things you've got to check. Just check in with yourself. This is helping you do the work. If you are truly stuck and you believe that, you have to get out of that belief. No one's ever truly stuck, or you'll be pushed to a point where you cannot handle your situation. Whether you have to sleep on a friend's couch, move, shift, go and sleep in the car. There's people that have slept in a car with children. I've been there. I couldn't be somewhere. I've slept in a car with an esky and children just to not be in that environment. Anything. When it's so bad, you will do anything to make a change. All right, safe change. Everyone's been in a position, or no money to rent a house, or no money to do this, or no money to drive there. There's always an out. There's always a lift or a person, or can you live somewhere, or can you go and sleep, somewhere on someone's couch? I'm only using it as an example, or food, or, there is always something, a second job, even if it's one day a week, or, cut back on things. I remember years, this is going way back when I was young, I remember living on rice and sausages for nearly every meal for like a year. This is way back. And just not having a cent from paycheck to paycheck. Everyone's been there, and I had a flashback, sorry, when I said that, because my friend even said to me, remember when we lived in that place and we had our milk crate, was our coffee table, our dining table, we've all been there. There's always an out. Do you have to flat with someone or just rent a room to get your rent down? What I'm trying to say is make those steps, and here's where most people are stuck. They do not want to go without. That's some people, it may not be you. They don't want to go out of their comfort zone because they've now formed a bubble in that comfort zone, and that's their safest step. And I can tell you, I don't care if it's mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual, you do not grow, you can't get out of unstuck, whether it's an energy or a physical situation, until you take those leaps of faith or challenge yourself to grow. You will not grow in a situation that is a comfort zone. Nobody ever grows in a comfort zone. You plant a seed, you have to put it in the right environment. It grows through stages. Have you seen a plant grow out of the crack in cement? And you're like, how did a tree grow out of that crack, or in the desert? It's through adversity. It's through challenge. It's through challenge of elements in your life. That's how you grow. Now, unfortunately, that is you have to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations to grow, to be honest. And that could be just emotional, like looking into your healing, or looking into, how you're staying safe or survival, or what's feeding your soul when it's not. I can't individualize this type of question. I can only try and look at it as a general collective energy. And, there is always someone somewhere, or someone that understands what you're going through, or someone that can help you get on a new path. But when you're in that energy, you can't see that. You are clouded by emotion, okay? So really, really start nurturing and protecting yourself. Now, some people, it could be illness, sickness, that's creating the depression and the lethargicness and the unmotivated and the stuckness, and go to the doctor, go to a herbalist, go to a naturopath. And I just heard someone say, I can't afford it. Okay, then just eat healthy. Just eat your vegetables, sit out in the sun, just drink water, and you know what I mean? Like anything, choose things that will feed your soul and your body, okay? Now, if I'm going to touch on this, I don't know if this is this person's situation. It could be money, finances, things overhead. Everyone's been there. There are steps. There are professionals or steps legally you can take to get your way out. Most people don't want to take them. They don't want the hassle. They don't want they get. But once they take the step to, see someone professional, or, money professional or whatever, they go, oh my God, that was easy. Why didn't I just do that? It's the first step. Okay, that's the hardest step forward. Now, if I'm going to touch on this, it may not be your situation. If you're in a relationship and you're telling me I'm stuck, how do I get out? I can't get out of this. I'm sorry, you can. You can pack your bags, get up, and leave. Anybody who tells me they are stuck in a relationship, I can't. It's not that it's so, there's so much untruth in that you're not willing to look at or deal with. Now, if it was you were unsafe, or you were in fear, and we have things out in the world like domestic violence and that, then yes, you must do it in a safe way. You can't just get up and do it. I get it, okay? But there will be moments where you will have to, think and plan, or make sure you're somewhere incredibly safe to make that move. I saw a video the other day, and something about something on their hand. They showed the girl was waited till they went shopping. And when they were shopping and looking through clothes, she went like this to a woman. A woman alerted the front desk. The front desk called the police. The police came and pulled her aside and said, are you safe? She was able to say, no, I'm not safe. So, that was very clever, very smart way to do it, So here's the stuck card and the hanged man. So you're not seeing things the right way. And this is where we're going to go a little bit deeper for you, and it may not relate to you. You may not be like this. Some people are seeing things really upside down. You know, we've got optimistic and pessimistic energy and viewing. You may be seeing that spirit might be sometimes keeping you stuck and blocked to protect you. It's not the right time to make a move, something you haven't dealt with or seen or know about yet. Because I have people say, I'm stuck, I'm trying to move my business, or I'm stuck here, or I can't get, and it turns out months later they realize why. Because they're like, oh my God, if I had done that, I would have missed out on this, or it would have cost me twice as much to move. So sometimes spirit keeps you stuck. You know, there's that. And people get very pessimistic. If it's spiritually stuck, then you need to do more work. You just need to keep working on yourself. Spirit evolves you. I thought of something else then too. It could be you need to change perspectives, the way you see things, the way you want them to happen. Tells me that you're moving on to calmer waters and you will have all the information and the tools and the skills. So that was what I was going to say. So here's what I do about anything. Okay, if I'm stuck, overwhelmed, got depression, sadness, you know, we all have that. Don't think anyone sits there or tells you, I've never had that. I've actually had people recently come in and go, this is the first time in my life this year, in the last year, I actually have experienced anxiety or depression. I thought it was not true. I didn't believe in it. So everyone at some point will feel it. And this is what you do. You say, what am I learning here? What Spirit show me in the highest and best, safest way what I need to see here that I'm not seeing. Keep me safe. Show me gently. But you've got to be able to space truth, see truth. That's where most people get stuck and don't grow. They cannot see and face truth. Because then they have to make changes or be accountable or step up. And that can be mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual. And you know, we've got to add in so complicated, like maybe they're got a wounding, maybe there's a fear that paralyzes them. You know, there's so much here that we need to go into. But they're saying the Queen of Wands, she does not feel fear. She just follows through no matter what. She steps up, she does the work, she faces the battle. She will go to war, she will stand up for herself. She will go, I'm heading down this way and nothing is stopping me. So that Queen of Wands energy, and maybe you're a person that does that and then overthinks or reevaluates. And then you're in the, I don't want to see it, look at it, do it. There are so many reasons why some people are stuck. Some people want someone else to do it for them and that's all they've had. And they don't know how to make the steps. Really, it would be an individual situation, or we need a little bit more insight to do a personal, or maybe a personal needs to be done, a reading for that person. But it's looking like here, whatever you were seeing or stuck in or thought you were in the hangman, I can tell you, you're moving forward. You've now stepped into your power. You're reevaluating everything and you're about to put something or someone out in the cold. Or you're about to step out in the cold, do what needs to be done, pack the car or my bag or my this or my that, or make the changes. It looks like you're just going to face it. Yeah, maybe you had too many choices, options, thoughts, you know, you couldn't bring things into reality here, and that's why you couldn't move forward. It looks like there was an emotional block here for you to answer your question, or you had to get your emotions back. There's something about emotions. It could be a love life. It could have been a person or a love life, actually. So we'll go both ways, emotions or reevaluating that in a situation, or it was a love thing. You're reevaluating and you're not sure whether to stay, go, that type of thing. Spirit said it's out, it's done, it's over, it's out in the cold. So two things. If you were out in the cold, abandoned, rejected, that's over, that's done. If you need to do that, then that's what needs to be done here. That can be emotional imbalance, too much thinking. Maybe there's been gaslighting. Maybe there's been confusion, options, nothing's come into reality, which made you rethink. Or maybe a person you were with created that much emotional imbalance. You're just so confused now. But whatever's happening here, it is being seen by the higher up, and a final order is and a decision. I love that energy. And now plan of action, putting in the work and doing it. Facing this adversity gets your power back. See her, she's charismatic, abundant, oozing magnetism, walking her talk. She has realized her power, her beauty, her inner power, her strength, her courage, and she's doing it. She's just walking through those challenges. And now we have the King of Wands here and wish fulfillment. So King and Queen of Wands. It feels like here in this particular situation, feels like someone wanted to leave something, I don't know. There was a lot of indecision here that brought overwhelm. So as I said, it's really hard with just a general question because we try to talk to the collective because so many people go through this and we've got so many different elements and situations. But I can tell you now, nobody is ever stuck. It can be overthinking, it can be anxiety, it can be depression, it can be lack of something. But I can tell you, thinking the same thing over and over and over and doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result is illusion and delusion. So some people get what Spirit's saying. Oh, this got to get right. Spirit's saying that some people are so set and stuck in their ways that the universe is coming in and really uprooting, because I see it all the time. People want healings and readings and things like that. And they want you to just give them this fairy tale and they don't have to do any work. It's just going to happen to them and for them. It doesn't work like that. We can guide you. We can say, this is what's there. You still have to make changes and go through challenges. And that is the one thing that people don't want to do. They just want to sit there in the same energy, same situation, same belief system, same patterns, same routines. This is the way I do it, or this is the way I want it to come in from the universe so I can then move forward. It doesn't work like that. That's the delusion. It does, and you're burning yourself out. Or maybe you are burnt out and you need rest, all right? You need to change everything. Some people can't. Some people can't stop working. Some people can't rest. And then they're in the Nine of Swords, mentally, emotionally, physically burnt and stressed out. And now they are, can't do anything. They are stuck in that energy. Could be overgiving. It could be, most people that I see want change, healing and growth without changing anything. They want it to come in a certain way. They want it to happen a certain way. And most of the time, that's not how Spirit lets it happen, because real growth, that like a job change, jump from here to here. Okay, that's nice and safe, right? We do all need money. We all can't just throw our jobs in and pay, got bills to pay. But you either start to make those steps and bridge it and do extra work till you can do that, or you have to take that leap of faith, go for another job and then move, or whatever. However, some people just have to leave their job and go out, and they literally just go boom and they're out, and they panic a bit and then they get something or go in a new direction. Real growth comes from fated change and leaps of faith into the unknown. Plan, but into the unknown, into the scary, into the uncomfortable. Real growth, if you want real growth and really want to change your life and be unstuck, meaning free, and have growth and flow, whether it's money, security, stability, love, spirituality, whatever it is, and they're all tied into each other, by the way, you have to be uncomfortable, challenged, scared, emotional, shaking in your boots generally. It's like levels in anything. And just one last thing before I wrap this up. Sometimes it is divine timing. If you say to me, Lisa, I'm doing all that, sometimes it is fated. Sometimes there's timing, and that's why you need to say, what do I need to learn here? Is there anything more that Spirit needs to show me that I need to see in order to heal, clear, understand, master, or become wise in? And in the highest and best, safest way, keep me safe on all levels. So you need to, if you're in that really low vibration, keep it in alignment with the highest dimensional level of love. Keep it in the highest dimensional level of safety, security, and stability, enabling you to grow. You know, use the right words. And that's what we teach when we teach theta, when I do theta workshops. It's about the wording to the universe, not just your words. It's that wording and how you speak to the universe is very different to how we just speak. Okay, so really think about that and ask to be kept safe every step of the way. Still will be scary and challenging because that's where growth comes. I've got to wrap it up and start work. I just hope I've touched on that a little bit. I tried to give as much range in that as possible, but it does look like you're moving forward and you're going to get through it. So do your healing so you can go next level. Some people go, how do we heal? Sometimes it's a really good deep soul cry, some time on your own, some rest, some detachment from everything and everyone. Sometimes we need that to get our energy right. And if you're too sensitive and can't be around people, places, situations, then that means your energy's too sensitive, and you do need to only be in your own energy for a while. That can be the best rejuvenation. I need that, and lots of people who are sensitive or empathic need that as well. So or for that particular person, maybe book for a personal so we can get really specific or do some healing or something like that. But I'll hope it helps, and I'll bring more. If I get more messages, I'll bring more. Okay, thank you. Bye.